Dodge this.
Hey guys, welcome to another day at the Gamescom vlog. It's me, Christian Casper here with Mr. Ollie43. What day is it?
Day 5.
Day 5, or the 4th day that we've actually had access to Gamescom. As you can see, the weather is absolutely miserable. We actually got caught out in the rain right crossing the bridge, so we're pretty soaked. Hence why we're not in the video ourselves. But we'd happily show you everyone else walking in soaked in water. So plans for today are Formula 1 2011. We're gonna try and do Modern Warfare 3 again. What else?
We're basically gonna go and visit all the other games that we haven't really seen. We're gonna have a bit of a browse around, I think.
Yeah, sounds good. Get a t-shirt maybe.
Yeah, get a t-shirt or two. And yeah, so.
Alright, see you on the other side.
Indeed, yo. Alright guys, so yeah, Christian, why don't you take it away?
Alright, so we got quite a bit of footage from inside the event today, which is pretty cool. So we'll just show you what it's like inside while we talk over a couple things.
Yeah, we actually accidentally turned up on time today. So as you can see, everyone's kind of pushing up against that back wall over there. And fortunately, we weren't at the front. We were at the front the other day. And it's actually quite dangerous. People push you and you know, you literally have to run or get crippled.
Yeah, if you fell over, you would get crushed.
It's pretty scary stuff. So yeah, we got some footage of walking around the event, so those of you that weren't there can see what it's like. And yeah, we've got some topics we're going to talk to you today. So Christian, why don't you start us off with the first topic?
Right, okay, so we went back to Modern Warfare 3, thought we'd give it a second run, try and absorb some more information. What did we think of that?
Well, to be honest with you guys, I really felt that we kind of undersold the game. It just felt to me that it was a lot better than...
Yeah, like we said that it felt like a lot like Modern Warfare 2, and we didn't mean that in a bad respect. It still felt a lot of fun.
Yeah, we queued for another 2.5 hours to play the game again, and the game... When we say a polished Modern Warfare 2, we don't mean the graphics look slightly better, or you know, but the mechanics feel good. You know, the pop-ups on screen, every little aspect of the game just feels, you know, tightened. It just feels a lot more polished. And I was using the Model 1887 today, and that weapon is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the SPAS 12, like pump action, but it's not pump action. You kind of like
yeah, it's got like a lever to it, whatever. Repeater.
You aim down sights, that bitch has got quite a lot of range.
Yeah.
The guns feel great, and honestly, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on a copy of the game. It just felt a lot of fun, and we don't want to give you guys the impression that it doesn't seem that great, because...
Oh no, it's definitely a very good game.
We wanted to queue to play again, so...
Yeah, of course, and it's definitely worth it as well.
Yeah. Alright, so...
Yeah.
Is that everything you want to say about Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, as you guys know, I'm still more excited for Battlefield 3, but the co-op that we did play certainly was a lot of fun. We can't really use it to look at what the multiplayer is going to be like, because it reflects much more the campaign's guns and campaign's mechanics, but it certainly does look like the game's going to be well built.
It definitely feels polished.
Yeah.
Is what I'm going to say. Alright, so... let's move on. Christian, racing games. Talk to me. There's quite a lot at Gamescom this year.
Yeah.
So give me a little...
Well, people have been asking in the comments for F1 2011, and I was saying that we were going to go see it or wanted to see it. And you know, I decided, like, we'll have a look at Forza 4 and Need for Speed The Run as well. But you go to the stands and they have the games to play, and you realize they're pretty much just like last year's games. Forza 4 is a slightly better looking version of Forza 3. I mean, sure, it has the slight Kinect compatibility, and it'll have obviously more cars, and it'll have more DLC packs or whatever. But I didn't like the Forza series because it's like, I liked Grid because of how motorsport oriented it was. and Forza just didn't seem as realistic. But that's not my point really. Is that if you liked Forza 3, chances are you'll like Forza 4 because it's like just the next step up from that. And so we don't really have much to say about the racing games really, because that's what you'd expect. Like, for example, the FIFA games, if you liked FIFA 2010, chances are you're going to buy and play FIFA 2011 because 2010 was so good. And it's the same with Formula 1 2011. If you liked Formula 1 2010, chances are you like 2011, and there's not really much more we can add to that because it'll be using very similar engine, very similar mechanics, and I mean it'll have again more cars, better graphics, things like that, but things that progress with video games year on year anyway. Yeah, there's nothing specifically new about them that we'd particularly need to point out or anything. And then the Need for Speed series has taken a turn that I'm not too fussed about, so I'm sure it's great.
Well, it's just the games, you know, they are making progress, but they're not leaping.
Yeah.
You know, it's not from PS1 to PS2 sort of generation worth of games. We're still on the same consoles, so the amount of improvement that can be taken comes down to personal preference. So things like options and, you know, weapon choices from Modern Warfare 3 and all of these things, they're not really building new games anymore. They're tweaking them to, you know, for the player's preference. So
yeah, I completely agree.
And me personally, I don't play racing games all that much, it has to be said. So for me to go to, you know, Need for Speed or something and say, you know, the game didn't feel right, it's not really, you guys are going to get the wrong impression.
We don't really have the grounds to compare them at all. I mean, my video game racing experience goes as far as Grid, which I absolutely love, so I can't compare. I don't really like comparing Forza to it because they're two different ball games really. But so yeah, if you're interested in them, maybe give them a rent, watch some IGN GameSpot reviews, but we can't really add too much to that.
Yeah. Alright.
Yep, you happy with that?
Racing games, that's pretty much the deal. Today we queued up for quite a long time, it has to be said.
Yeah, surprisingly, really.
To have a go on the game Ghost Sniper 2. I think that's the name?
Sniper 2 Ghost Warrior.
Something like that. All those words in there somewhere.
Exactly.
And I never played the first one.
Always saw it in game though. Always see it on the shelf, someone's looking at it, whatever, but never got around to it.
Yeah, I think it was up on YouTube quite a lot for a while. But we got to play a little part of the game. It's using the CryEngine 3 engine, which basically means it looks a bit like Crysis, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
The mechanics of the game felt really good. The sniping felt fine. Like it's difficult. We didn't actually get enough of the game to sort of say too much about it. But
yeah, it was pretty quick.
I got to say, I thought it was quite fun. It's obviously not going to do as well as Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
And Battlefield, but the game looked quite interesting.
Yeah, when you're not trying to compare it to the other two, it's quite good. I mean, I found like the scope shows you where the bullet's gonna drop, so I thought that was a bit weird. And a few things were a little buggy, like textures weren't fully filled in, things like that. But the game's not coming out till 2012, so what we saw was still quite good for what stage in development it's in.
Yeah, I think it would be worth watching the space on that game.
Yeah.
That has to be said, but I definitely thought it was pretty cool.
Certainly should give a nice alternative from the general FPSs that we see nowadays.
Yeah. Although it was weird, at the end of the demo, you were being shot at by this helicopter, and you were up in this building, and you had to shoot down the helicopter. Now, common sense would tell you, use your sniper rifle to shoot at the pilot, okay? I literally got 5 bullets at the pilot in the helicopter, okay? Christian turns around to me and goes, just get out your Desert Eagle and just fire. Okay, I fired 2 bullets at the pilot with the Desert Eagle, and then the demo's over. It's like, no. Yeah. I definitely shot that dude with a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I had to use my Desert Eagle, but I just thought that was weird. Oh, by the way, this what you're seeing on screen right now is basically they had a case creation competition for PCs, and yeah, some of them are really cool. I really like this one.
Yeah, nice UV painting on it.
But yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's really cool. You could go throughout the it's not a week, but you go throughout each day and see how far the teams were going along. I mean, a lot of the teams were inside this little hut that we're around, but you could see see like what development they had. They all had their own time limits, and then at the end they've got them all on display here, and we had the opportunity to then vote on which ones were our favorites.
I like this Minecraft one. It's all done by little individual blocks.
Yeah.
Christian gets a little bit closer. It's good.
Yeah, it was difficult though because so many people were packed around trying to look at them. I mean, they're fantastic. The creativity and skill that goes into these cases is incredible.
It's cool. Alright, so Christian, you have 30 seconds to sum up the trip. Go.
Okay, the trip was absolutely fantastic. First of all, obviously, let's start right at the beginning. The flight here was great, quicker than I expected.
Yeah.
Got to the youth hostel got a little lost because the address they gave us wasn't right, but that's all right. We found the youth hostel. Youth hostel has been surprisingly like really nice.
Yeah.
And we've really had the opportunity to just wake up when we want, show up when we want, and like every day we've organized our time perfectly to get in what we want. And I think we pretty much did
everything we wanted.
Yeah, we're pretty happy with the stalls we visited, and leaving us obviously with plenty of time to edit these videos and post them on YouTube, which, as you guys know, takes a long time to work out at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's always a lot more work than you think creating a YouTube video, but I gotta say, definitely enjoyed it, and I will be looking to buy tickets for next year.
Yeah.
The only thing that we did differently is buy trade business tickets.
Yes, definitely.
We had public tickets, which was fine. We still got to see everything. But if we had the press pass, etc., we get past queues and that sort of thing. So
yeah, get in earlier as well. I mean, that's what we managed to do on the first day, but yeah.
Don't tell them that.
But yeah, I mean, it is pretty arduous just standing around in queues for most of the day. Battlefield was the toughest, but
6 hours.
But I mean, it still felt worth it though. I mean, the whole experience was great.
Yeah.
What about you? How would you say the same, or?
I'd say absolutely the same.
I do wish we had supermarkets open on Sundays though.
Yeah.
Little thing we found today. Where do we buy our dinner?
Yeah. Me and Christian are like nibbling on our hands and just eating our own skin. It's just like we've got nothing to eat. Nothing's open on Sunday these days, so.
But we'll adjust to the mainland European ways.
Yep.
Oh, this one right here looks absolutely fantastic. We watched this one right on the first day. All they had was that blue ring that you see, and we were just, okay, that's a bit of a minimalist design they had. No, they had a huge spaceship with its own biome and everything.
I had a little thing you touch that zaps. You can see it there.
Plasma ball.
That's the one.
It looks absolutely fantastic.
I wonder if it's like a server or something, because you could probably pack quite a lot into that thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and around the other side you guys don't see, but they have a flight simulator that you can't use, but Dell's showing off their computer that they use to run the flight simulator, which had 1 terabyte of RAM.
Yep. It's a bit of a beast. Oh, I never realised that said PC.
Yeah.
I just thought it was someone's initials, like
yeah.
Or something. I didn't really take
No,
a
it's
look.
pretty cool. I mean, I could never choose like just one of my favorites from these. They're all amazing in their own ways.
The idea was we were meant to fill out cards to vote on it.
Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying though is that it'd be so difficult to vote because they're all.
Oh, I see.
They all look so good in their own ways.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely worth the flights and everything to come. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'd do it again. I wouldn't even have to think twice to do it again. Alright guys, so let me just ask you a question. When I get back home to the UK, I'm getting a fibre optic connection, which means I can do live stream. Now, I don't know whether you guys would appreciate a live stream. I don't know if that's something my subscribers want. So if you would like to post a comment or just let me know what would you like to see in a live stream, what kind of games, and would you watch it?
Things. Yeah.
Sort of how would you expect it to be done? Because one channel may do it and it works, my channel may not. So I don't want to set it up and then for it to flop. So just let me know what you think. Anything else you want to add, Mr. Christian Gaspar?
No, I can't really think about it. We've covered pretty much everything.
Yeah.
The entire trip was just so incredible. I think we shared most of it with your base here.
I just want to say thanks for the support, guys. It's been really good. I really appreciate your feedback and support. It makes it all worth it. Look at this bad company too. UAV thingamajiggo. It's pretty awesome. Catch you guys next time.
Take it easy.
Peace.